Welcome to Daily Zohar. This shiur is dedicated to the Parnasah of Yonatan ben Rachamim, Ilan ben Etzion, and Fegel Sarah bat Reuven Lev, and Refuah Shlema of Yitzchak Kadesh ben Devorah. Everybody else, though. The Zohar says, Patach Rabbi Elazar ve'amar. Rabbi Elazar said the following. What does it mean when the pasuk says, Ve'asim devarai beficha uvetzel yadai kesiticha? I should place my words in your mouth, and I would hover you or cover you with the shadow of my hands. So he says, Kol Adam, any person, ha'osek b'Torah, who learns Torah, vesiftotav dovevot Torah, and his lips are moving to the beat of Torah, they're saying Torah. HaKadosh Baruch Hu mechaseh alav. HaKadosh Baruch Hu covers him, protects him in a way. Ve'ashchina, and the divine inspiration, poreset alav kenafea, which spreads its wings over it. So therefore you see from here, first of all, the person would need to verbalize it. Just to see like this quietly would not do it. You need to have, that's what we used to say, o chevruta o mituta. Either to have a chevruta or you die. In other words, when most people usually hold themselves about 10 degrees higher, 10 levels higher to what they really are on a good day. You're not that good. Unless you had years of Torah that you're able to generate yourself, that you understand, that you don't need training wheels. Years, not what you think you are. Not what you think. It will be like any kid that watches Jimi Hendrix playing a guitar. They take a guitar, they think, I can do that. It's a piece of cake. I'll just play like this. Doesn't sound like that. Every kid who watches a Bruce Lee movie comes out of there, he thinks he flies in the air. It's the same thing. That's how we are. It's this, we can even call it the syndrome of cheap karate movies. It's like to everything you do. So you learn a page and a quarter of Gemara, you're already thinking, I don't need anyone. I can do it myself. You can't. O chevruta o mituta. Why? Shetalmidei chachamim, bnei Torah, when they sit down and they learn, lemayim dumim, what are they like? Like two swords who bang against each other, and by doing so, actually sharpening each other. It's like metal to metal, sharpening each other, where sparks are flying out. So you actually need to verbalize. That's why it's important, according to the Zohar, to verbalize what you learn. Right? When you verbalize what you learn, many times you won't drift into, you're learning about the Zohar, you learn about Rabbi Elazar, and all of a sudden you drift into the Black Hills of South Dakota. Like your mind drifts like anything else, like dead wood. So any person that does like this, the Shekhinah spreads its wing over it, and Zeh shekatuv, and that's what it means, Ve'asim devarai beficha, and I should place my words in your mouth, Uvetzel yadai kesiticha, and with the shadow of my hands I'll cover you. Velo od, not only that, Ela shehu mekayem et ha'olam, he sustains the world. A person learns Torah, he brings life essence to this world. V'akadosh baruch hu sameach imo, and God rejoices with him. Ki'ilu bayom ha'u nata shamayim va'aretz. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, and he created heaven and earth, he was rejoiced. Why? HaKadosh Baruch Hu says, Ve'i tov. It's good. I'm happy. It's good. So when a person learns Torah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu is happy as the day he created the world. It's some serious stuff there. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say that Kadosh Baruch Hu rejoices when you do business. Kadosh Baruch Hu doesn't say. It doesn't say that Kadosh Baruch Hu is happy when you're going to the gym. Hello, Avi. Or lift. Wow, your hands are cold. You look like Miami Vice. It doesn't say that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is rejoicing with you with such great pride when you're sitting in, Bermuda, in Copacabana, I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing there. That does not happen. Maybe the Satan, the devil, is happy. Okay, here's my boys, come here. We got a lot of work to do. The Satan would say, don't worry, he'll do it himself. Sit down in Bahamas with the chains like this, something lotion. You know that Satan is also with you, right next to you. You say, Habibi, I love you. This is my homeboy. He doesn't have to do anything. You do all the work for him. You think about that. You can become best buddies with the devil himself. Instead of that, you create such a wonderful thing. You make HaKadosh Baruch Hu happy. You're learning Torah. Not only that, you're showing responsibility. You're bringing kiyum to the world, existence to the world, essence. The world can go on. Because it says, Shekatuv lintoa shamayim, to plant the heaven, uveliyesod aretz, and to establish the earth, ule'emor, and to say, Etzion, to Zion, Amiyata, you are my nation. Mikan lamadnu, from here we learned, she'Israel nikraim b'shem Tzion. Another name for the entity is called Jews. Jews is not good. We're not Jews. We're Israel. We're Israel. Another name for Israel is Tzion. The Zion train is going on its way. Are you going to come on the train? You don't know the Zion train? Bab Baal is a beautiful song. V'ra'inu, and it says, Shekneset Israel nikrat b'shem Tzion, and also it's being called Zion, Tzion, to this entity. It's called spiritual entity. It's called Knesset Israel. Shene'emar, because it says, Tzion b'mishpat tifadeh v'shivya b'tzedakah. Zion is going to be redeemed with mishpat, with a court, right? Justice. Uvitzdaka tivdeh. And how are you going to redeem itself? With tzedakah, doing tzedakah. Like, when you do tzedakah to the world, how can you do tzedakah for the whole entire world? It's impossible. How? Very simple. You learn Torah. Od patach ve'amar. He added on, it says, Tzur te'uda chatum, Torah belimudi. Tzur is a rock, solid rock. Te'uda chatum, Torah belimudi. My learning is the Torah. It is like imagine like a rock in the middle of the ocean. It's there. This is how you should have your relation to the Torah. The waves will come and they'll bash and they wash and whatever happens. Once the water goes down, the rock is always there. This is how your attitude should be towards Torah. Whatever the waves will come your way, you need to establish yourself like a rock in the middle of the ocean, solid, implanted in the place. This is how your Torah should be. It's like, okay, first thing that comes in your life, Torah comes, oops, Torah's out of the window. I have a little midterm, Torah out of the window. You think the few hours that you learn here would actually affect you in not getting a grade or good grade? On the contrary, if you have any chances to get a better grade than what you deserve, or what you work for, come and learn. Come and learn. Because if it comes to the final, the midterm, whatever it is, and if you don't know it, nothing's going to help you. Since nothing's going to help you, the only thing that's going to help you is this, you got it all wrong. Oh, Rabbi, I can't come today. I have midterms tomorrow. Okay. Midterms tomorrow, you're going to learn today? Yes, I haven't done a thing all semester long. Why? We're smoking hookah? What's wrong with you? Right? So now, V'zoyu eduto shel David. This is the testimony. Teuda mishum edut, testimony of David HaMelech. David HaMelech, King David says, Shekatuv ve'eduti zo alamedem, and my testimony, my eternal testimony, covenant, I would teach them. Right? Tzur, in here, this is tzur perusho kesher, not a rock, is a knot. Right? I'm tying. כמי שקושר קשר במקום אחד. Like you make a knot somewhere, it stays there. כמי שקושר קשר במקום אחד, חתום תורה בלימודי, חתום תורה, חתימת התורה, the sealing of the Torah, שכל השפע, all the abundance, והגדלות, and the greatness, הנמשכים מלמעלה, that would come from above, איפה היא החתימה שלו? Where is it sealed? Bilimudi, in my learning. Where do you say all the brachot that somebody gives you bracha? Where are you going to see it? How are you going to do it in your limud? Why? כי שם מתקבצים הגדולות והשמן בין שני העמודים. The greatest part, the best part, is where? Between the two pillars. What do you mean between the two pillars? We said that the person should be koveh makom laTorah. A place that you learn. You don't learn. One day I'll learn with this rabbi. Tomorrow I'm going to that rabbi. Thursday we're going to this one. The other one to Wednesday. You know, we have to come to Shabbat a little happy. We're going to this. No. You have to establish yourself in your place. Only when you establish yourself, you create yourself a rabbi, a mentor, somewhere, or a place. And where do you learn? I learn here. Well, the place is nicer. That's good. I learn here. Only then you're going to have the abundance, the shefa, the kviut. It's like a tree. You want a tree to grow? Not a problem. Dig a hole, put it in there, take care of it, it will grow. Bring you fruit. Take a tree, the same identical tree, put it in a planter. One time here, one time there. One time here, one time there. It will be 10 times, the tree will die. And that's what happens to all the people who hop around. One day going to this rabbi, one time they go to the other rabbi, one day go. Nothing happens for this. This is a way of life. Not a celebrity chase. Rabbis should not be celebrities. It's a problem. And we live in a celebrity age. Everything is in rating. But you don't ask, where am I going with this? Now you have to be kavua, establish yourself in a place. Why is this? Because when the abundance comes, he needs to be poured something. Imagine I have a hose, right? I need to fill up few bottles, you know, those big water bottles, you know, the blue ones, right, the 5-gallon one. I need to fill it up. So what do you need to do? You put all the bottles in one place, and you take the hose, right? Fill it up inside, go like this, finish with this one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. But imagine I have a hose, right? And I'm saying to you, listen, Mark, hold the bottle, and I'm going to fill it up. You say, okay, I'm here, I'm moving in here, and never going to get filled. Not only that, it's going to be a waste. This is what happens when you hop around. Stay in one place, make sure it fills up. Why you need to fill it up? So you can pass it on to other people, so you can bring life and nourishment and substance to other things. So you could become the vessel. Why? So there's more room for you, for more and more and more. And you don't have to be like a funnel, because a funnel will be that nothing stays with you. You're a kli, you're a vessel. You need to make sure it's full. And you don't determine when you're full, because you're the vessel. He who fills you up will tell you, now you're full. Okay, now pour it over there. So it's not up to you to determine, oh, I'm full now. Let me go. I need to get my own group of people now. I'm going to be the next guru in line. It's not about this, Habibi. It's not about that. You have to be very serious about it. Otherwise, you don't live a way of life. You don't live the life of Torah. You live in the life of religious celebrities. It's not everything is a reality show. Life is not a reality show. Life is real. It's not a reality show. It's like we said, everybody has something to say. I'm not saying we don't put tapes in people's mouth and that's it, close it. No. But it's not about what you want to say. Hey, I would like to say something. It's not about what you want to say. It's about what you're willing to listen, what you're willing to hear. And most people are not willing to hear anything. They just want to say something. And that's why most of the people, whatever they say, is quite empty. Why are they empty? Just words. Why? Because they never fill themselves up with any substance whatsoever. It takes time to fill up this thing. Everybody's an expert in psychology. Yes, I think this person has OCD. I think he has ADD. Excuse me, you know how long it becomes to become a psychologist? Appropriate to be called one? I'm talking about at least a 10-year journey. At least. And you have to practice. And you have to learn. And this is just psychology. How about the Torah? It's endless. So everybody wants to become a rabbi? Take your time. Stay in one place. Connect yourself to the hose. It'll fill you up. And one day you'll be able to water your own patch of a little vegetable patch you have there. It's all up to you. So now, and it says, and this is the place in which all הגדלות והשמן הנמשך למעלה לשפוך אותו על פי האמה ולהוריק אותו בתעודה, and to empty it in the appropriate place. ואז מתקשר, and only then מתקשר הכל קשר נאמן אחד. Only then the knot is tied. And it's a solid, stable knot. Why? Because now you made a connection, a kesher. But if you tie in one day to this one day to the other one, so you may, in any case, going to make a knot that could be very easily be untied and undone, right? You're not going to make a permanent knot. Since it's going to be a unpermanent knot, there's no connection there. It's never a connection. It's always on the verge of breaking. And you can't do that. I mean, you could. But again, there's always going to be a price that you're going to pay. Now, come and see. מה בין אלו העוסקים לתורה? What's the difference between those who deal the Torah to the loyal prophets? Now, this is the Zohar saying that. Everybody wants to be a prophet, right? It's terrific. Why do you want to be a prophet? Well, people will come to me and says, hello, dear prophet, can we pay you some dollars? We would like to have a little prophecy here, right? Everybody wants to, it's good, it's a celebrity, it's a prophet. It says, it's Isaiah 41, you want to be called, I don't know, Mark, no, actually not Mark, you're going to call it Malkiel 73rd, right? Verse 15 says the following, right? You want to be called like this, but you got it all wrong. The Zohar says, "Ela uskim b'Torah." Those who learn Torah, chashuvim b'chol zman me'aneviim. They are more important in all times than the prophets. Ma'u hatam? What's the reason? Mishum shehem b'madrega elyona yoter me'aneviim. Those who learn Torah are on a higher level than prophets. Ki elu uskim b'Torah. Those who learn Torah, their level is called, the higher level is called Torah, tiferet, to rejoice. And that is kiyum kol ha'emunah, the whole, and this is so deep and so wonderful. This is the essence of emunah, of true belief. Why? When we had prophets, we lost it all. A prophet just spoke to God. We were doing idol worshipping in Bet HaMikdash. It didn't make a difference what the prophets told us. We messed it up. But now that we don't have prophets and we have Torah, this is how emunah was enhanced. Now you got to work. Prophecy comes. Torah needs to be earned. And if you earn it, you have it. Because you worked on it. So the enhancement of emunah, the whole entire world, when we say, Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Right? Ve'ahavta, you should love God how? B'chol levavcha, b'chol nafshecha, u'b'chol meodecha. B'chol levavcha, with all your heart, with all your possession, with all your might, with everything. That refers to one thing. These three words, levavcha, nafshecha, u'meodecha, refers to one word. It's called emunah. And you don't have emunah unless you shinantam levanecha. You have to teach it. And in order to teach it, you have to learn it. And in order to teach it to your son, you have to have a relationship with your son of teaching it to your children. And you can't do that if you're being a celebrity. You're too good to have a kid. You don't even speak to your child. You don't say, hey, what's up, boy? How you doing? What's going on? Leave 1 second, grades in school. Leave 1 second, the negative. Oh, why'd you get this? Why'd you get that? Just talk to him. Talk to him like a human being. Go to learn so you can teach. The whole emunah is dependent on shinantam levanecha. And it's like a catch. You can't do this if you have this, and you can't do that if you don't have it. A prophet is a prophet. If God wants, he can make the camera talk. He can make he can make a donkey speak. We saw it before. So therefore they are called in Tiferet. That is the essence, the whole emunah. V'aneviim and prophets stand below. And the place is called Netzach Vehod. Kabbalistically, the Sferot. Tiferet is higher. Netzach Vehod will refer to the, let's say, legs. Tiferet will be right here. So it's higher. Ve'al ken, and therefore, elu she'oskim b'Torah, those who learn Torah, are considered to be higher than Nevi'im. Ve'em elyonim yoter, they are superior to prophets. Why? Ki elu omdim lemala, those stand up above, closer to the crown, closer to the head, in the Etz Chaim of the Sferot. These are closer to the head, so it's superior. It's closer, right? Ve'em omdim lemata, and these are below. Ve'elu she'omrim dvarim beruach hakodesh, and those who say things beruach hakodesh, above all. Why? Because prophecy is not something that you can go to the store and get, and so on and so on. You could prepare yourself. But God makes you to have prophecy. But Ruach HaKodesh you need to earn. Ruach HaKodesh you need to earn, and you need to earn it by the steps that we says of the Ma'alot of Rabbi Pinchas ben Yair. Zrizut, Nekiyut, Tahara, etc., 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 humbleness, right? All the way to Ruach HaKodesh. Ruach HaKodesh means enlightenment. But we forget one thing, that the first stage before all of them is Torah, because Torah meviyah lidei zrizut. Learn Torah will bring you to be zrizut. You can't be zariz. You can't put in the right things in the right perspective if you don't learn Torah. The Torah is the bedrock, the ground, the culture bed of where everything grows on. All those good qualities of being humble, of being clean, of being quick, of being agile, and so on and so forth. These are all qualities that you could acquire only when you learn Torah. If you don't learn Torah, you can't have it. You can't be a true humble person if you don't have Torah. Why? It's very simple. If you learn Torah, you understand how great God is. If you understand how great God is, you know where you are. If you know that you are here and God is there, you become, the more you know about God, the more humble a person you'll be. The more arrogant of the person, you know, he's not that knowledgeable in Torah, and it's probably his relationship with God is, he thinks he's God. How can you be arrogant if you know there's God? I mean, it's very simple. So Ruach HaKodesh is above all. But don't forget, Ruach HaKodesh starts with Torah. You can be Bil'am Good morning.
Sorry about the cold air.
No, it's okay. You always bring warm air with you. It's the attitude, it's not the temperature. Okay, so Bilam, which was a prophet, Bilam was a prophet, but what was it? It was a wicked man. It was a great prophet. It was a wicked man. It was dirty. It was filthy. Why? Because God wanted him to have prophecy, so he gave it to him. He himself even knew, say, I cannot do anything against God's will. As filthy as he was, as perverted as he was. So God wants it to prophesy, he's going to make it prophesy. God's going to make the tree, for the wall prophesize. But Ruach HaKodesh is something that you earn. And you only earn if you learn Torah. And it goes like this. So therefore Ruach HaKodesh is above, and so on and so forth. Now, ואשריהם העוסקים בתורה, these are lucky ones who דין בתורה, שהם עומדים במדרגה יתרה על כולם. Those who learn Torah could even reach higher levels than that. They could be all the way up, above even people in Ruach HaKodesh. Those who deal with Torah all the time. ומי שעוסק בתורה, whoever learns Torah, אינו צריך לא לקורבנות, doesn't need korbanot, doesn't need olot, any kind of sacrifice. Why? כי התורה יותר טובה מכולם. So instead of, again, don't get me wrong, instead of though being possessed, I'm not suggesting we should not have that. It's a part of the Torah and we need to have it. But instead of being possessed, we bring in korbanot and doing this, be obsessed in learning Torah. The Torah is better than anything you can get your hands on. You want to bring korban? You want to bring korban? Not a problem. You want to go to the hassle? Not a problem. Why don't you learn? I want to bring korban. I want to feel closer to God. I want to make a little mizbeach in my backyard. I want to put there a little barashka, a little lamb on top, and just bring it offering to God. That's not a problem. I'll tell you what. You could be the altar, and you could be the korban itself. And you're going to be the altar in which you're going to sacrifice your time in order for you to learn Torah. There's no better korban than that. You want to be korban better than Adam HaRishon? No problem. Learn Torah. Now, you don't want to learn Torah? Don't ever tell me anything about bringing a korban. Oh, excuse me, I can't come to that, Rabbi. I have a lot to, I have some assignments I have to finish. I have some papers I got to do. I have some, I got to clean my car. I have to visit my grand aunt. She wants me to drive around Miss Daisy. I have my, etc. All those fine excuses you come up with, which is very nice. My father, guys, how about we go down to Yerushalayim, we'll bring korban. Huh? How about that? Sure, not a problem. You'll run. I'll tell you this. When you learn Torah, you're a Kohen Gadol. You are a Kohen Ba'azara. You're bringing the highest korban possible. When the Kohen Gadol goes to Kodesh HaKodashim and prays for the world, when you learn Torah, you can do the same thing. He brings Shefa down to the world, you bring Shefa down to the world. So now you decide. Now you really mean what you're saying? Or you're just full of hot air? Or you just think you know how to say the right thing in the right time? You can only take you that far. If you really want to do good, if you really want to be able to bring abundance to the world and so on and so forth, well, stop talking and start doing. What you're going to be doing is going to be learning. Now, ועל כן כתוב, and because of that, and I'm sorry, and it says why? Because התורה טובה יותר מכל, והיא קשר של אומנות הכל. And this is if you want to talk about a knot, a permanent knot, this is a master knot that somebody makes. He's an expert in knots. He makes it, and that able to put everything together, ties everything together. Because korbanot, there is korban that does this, there's korban who does the other one, there's korban who does this, and so on and so forth. You want to put one thing, one shot, one kill, one everything? Not a problem. The mother of all knots, the bomb of all bombs, that's the Torah. Because it says, V'alken katuv, and because of that it says, Darkea, Darkei Noam. The ways of the Torah are gentle. noam. It's pleasant. V'chol netivotea shalom. And all its path, a path of harmony. Now if you see therefore a person who calls himself a Ben Torah, and all he does is derech milchama, always fights, wants to make fight with this one, he fights with that one, he's not pleasant to people. Well, you have to wonder if he's a real Talmid Chacham or not. Because it cannot be that you learn Torah and you will be so brute. Torah will if you take a rock and you put it in the ocean, it'll become a beautiful soft pebble. Torah will do the same thing to the heart, to the rock inside of you. That jittery rock inside of you, it's very rough to surface. Torah will be like water. Will make it smooth, like a beautiful marble pebble. Round on all sides. Harmonious. Something that only nature can create, not you. Torah is the same thing. If you're learning Torah and you don't change internally, and your change is not affected your outside, how you say, how you think, how you approach people, you didn't learn Torah appropriately. Something is wrong. It is impossible. If you would take a stone, you put it in a tumbler, one of those tumblers, if it has to come up round and polished and so on and so forth. If it comes up the same thing, or even more brute, well, this person did not learn Torah. And it has nothing to do with how you dressed. Growing a beard, growing pale, putting a black hat, white shirt, the whole 9 yards, the whole external thing, that does not make you into a Ben Torah. You could dress up like this and be a wilde chaya, a wild animal. But if you really try to learn Torah, it doesn't make a difference what you wear. It would reflect out. Torah is an internal process, not an external process, an internal process. Yes, a Ben Torah you'd not find him wearing flip-flops and 3/4 baggy pants with a wife beater on and etc. You get the picture, right? Because he would understand the importance of his performance. So he will do it. Even his external will be an internal. But Torah is first of all a changing method inside. And that's what it says, v'chatuv, and it says further, Shalom Rav le'ohavei Toratecha. There is great harmony, Shalom Rav, great peace, great harmony for those who love your Torah, le'ohavei Toratecha. Not everybody loves Torah. Le'ohavei Toratecha. Ve'en lamo michshol, and they should not stumble on anything. Hashem oz le'amo yiten. Hashem will give his people oz, might, az kanamer, like a tiger. Hashem yavarech et amo, will bless his people, b'shalom. Shalom, no, don't call it peace, call it harmony, and I bet you peace.
Amen. Amen.